day, everyone. This is Juanita Kapp from South Africa from Meticulous Moments, but I'm not streaming from South Africa today. I'm actually streaming from Philly, and I have a wonderful guest here with me, my fiance, Kevin Oliver, and we are going to be talking about new beginnings. Now, with Meticulous for this year, it is all about new beginnings, and a special shout out to our sponsor, New Beginnings Motivation, who have come on board to help us forward the mission of New Beginnings, forward the mission of Meticulous Moments. And I chose two power words for this year, and those are influence and impact, because Meticulous Moments really was a new beginning for me. It's something that my mom stirred in my heart. It's something that she opened up. She broke it open for me, and it's been an incredible journey since. I've learned so many lessons. I've developed so much in a personal and professional manner. I've met the most incredible people, built the most incredible business relationships, and it's just been quite a journey. Sometimes a roller coaster, and sometimes, something that was edifying. But I look back and I'm thankful for the last 3 years that I was able to do Meticulous, and I will keep doing that, keep going strong. Thank you to each and every special guest who has been on the show. You are part of the Meticulous Moments family, and you are going to walk this journey with me. So today, Kevin Oliver is joining us. We are here in Philly, and we are going to be talking about new beginnings. Now, I wanted to ask you, Kevin, what was a new beginning, a significant new beginning in your life that really changed the trajectory of your life?
Well, unfortunately, it would probably for sure be the fact of me losing my sons, losing Kevin, Joe Oliver, and Ann and Joe Oliver in 2021 was a turning point in my life that was significant, to say the least.
Yeah, that was. What happened when that happened? How did your new beginning start?
It started early in 2021, losing Ann and Joe Oliver to gun violence. He was 17 years old, my little hero. Had the smile of the biggest, beautiful smile you could ever imagine, light up a room. But that would be the beginning stages of what we're doing now, called the Awareness Family, just trying to bring it to point on what everything's going on in the world today, and all of the gun violence, and which is unbelievable. For starters, the children today, what takes more children today, what murders more children today in the world, the number one killer is gun violence. So it's something that we all need to address and talk about on a daily, on who your kids are running with, what we're doing exactly about it. Can we sit down at the dinner table again, talk about some kids, talk about their friends, talk about where are you going, how are you doing it, when you're going to be back, because we've pretty well let our children go unleashed. And there's so much going on in our community right now that it's just unbelievable how these kids are going out and spray painting things, tearing things up. Just without any care whatsoever. And we really need to leash them up and get them back in our house, get them back on a dinner table, and speak to them and start talking to them more, I believe. So
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. I guess that later that year, when my son Kevin Joe Oliver passed away from fentanyl, was losing the first one was barely, I could barely make it then, and then losing your second one at the end of the year, the same year, it was very impactful. And it's kind of, I never even paid attention to the fentanyl crisis. I never paid attention to the gun violence. I sit back today and think about some of the times that my kids were having fun doing what they're doing. Kevin struggling, me helping him, trying to continue the path of his soberness. And it wasn't like it was today, because I never thought that it would impact me. So I wasn't really paying attention to all the deaths that was going on. When there's kids getting shot every day. It's the biggest killer in the world. We're losing more children today to gun violence than any other thing in the world. And when you stop and think about that, until it impacts you, it doesn't register. It just doesn't register. I know it didn't for me. I was always, showing my condolences when somebody lost a child, but it didn't impact me. So it didn't hurt my heart enough to make change, to where now that I go back and look at it, I started making change with Andon's Blessings. You can get on there at andonsblessings.com. And we started that as a help group to try to help people that are in need. And it's grown. And it also was set up to be able to talk about awareness of gun violence. Of course, I lost my son to gun violence, 17 years old, a 16-year-old child shot him. So this was designed and made to help people and for everybody to talk together, to come together as a family. And it's grown and grown and grown. It's, about 10,000 people now. We get 80, 90,000 people a month that stop in there and say hi. And so, it's an amazing group now. It's still early in stages. It's only 10,000 people. I think that group needs to be 1 million people. You can stoppinggunviolence.com is something that we're going to grow and make something really, really special out of. And the same thing with fentanyl, stoppingfentanyl.com. When you look at all the killers there, oh my God, man. I mean, there's nobody that's not been impacted. We're losing a child or a friend, mother or father. Every 7 minutes, somebody dies. Somebody dies of fentanyl every 7 minutes. So when somebody's dying that often, you think that the government and some of the other people would step in and start picking it up. And it's gotten way worse over the last couple of years, but over 200,000 people die a year from those two epidemics, the two things that I'm going to be fighting for the rest of my life. Those are the two things that changed my life, because now all I do is look at purple, because purple is the ribbon color for fentanyl overdose. I look for oranges because that's the ribbon color for gun violence. It impacted my life so much that that's all I do right now, is try to make change, try to talk to people, try to impact the world on, awareness. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have to look after our children, and we have to make the community a better place. I think of that saying that says it takes a village. So we need to all take hands, and join the mission so that we can spread that awareness. When we go through trauma, when we go through tragic circumstances, there's always a lesson that comes out of that. When we work with people, we hear their stories, we hear what they've been through. We connect with them to uplift them and make their situation a bit better. Let's talk a little bit about what lessons you've learned in your journey. Starting the stoppingfentanyl.com, starting the stoppinggunviolence.com, being, the active voice for awareness out there against these epidemics. What were some of the lessons that stand out to you that you've learned and that have shaped you as a person?
I think the most important thing is what I've learned is when people actually lose a child, it's so impactful. Oh, man, people don't understand that feeling. I've learned, unfortunately, when I lost my kids, that until you lose that child, you'll never, ever understand what this group is going through, what me and some of the other people that message me and talk to me. I have a lady that's talking to me right now about how she just lost her daughter she got murdered, and she's just like I was, but I'm able to talk to her about it and kind of reel her in, and she wants to be on the Awareness Family podcast that me and you are doing, and I've learned a lot to be able to talk to people. I lost my mom in first grade to gun violence. So I've been around gun violence my whole life. I've always had a chip on my shoulder. When you lose your mother in first grade, everybody's like, well, you was in first grade. I had a good friend of mine say this to me, actually. He goes, well, you was in first grade, so you really didn't know her. I was like, what? He goes, well, you don't, it doesn't hurt you as bad. I said, brother, it changed my entire life. The reason I've been fighting my whole life is because I see a guy hit a girl, or I see the impact of a bully. I'm not into bullies, you know, and people don't understand until they go through it. When I was in first grade, when I went through it, I hated everybody and everything. They tried to get me to go into counseling. I talked to some people and I was like, why? They've never lost their mother. They don't have any clue. They don't have any idea. So until you find somebody that's been through it, then there's no reason to talk because they don't understand it. So I've been able to reach out and talk to a lot of people. I've learned a lot on discussing items, discussing people, discussing their feelings, what we can do to make things better or what they're doing to make things better and teach me. I learn every day from everybody that I talk to. It's something different. And it's impactful for me on what I've learned to be able to talk to people and share my knowledge with people and try to hopefully make it better, which it'll never get better, but it's livable, especially when you have a friend that's lost one that you can actually intertwine with and talk to.
That's true. Absolutely, absolutely true. Taking that knowledge, getting that experience, and really paying it forward, to the next people that you work with, to the next group that you get involved with. Putting that information out there is critical, I believe, because if we don't talk about these things, people don't know. They're oblivious to it. So absolutely agree with you on that. I wanted to ask you, there's a whole year in front of us. This is the time that we have new missions and visions for the year. This is the time that we roll that out, that we employ, those plans that we have. What are some of the plans that you have for this coming year, 2024? What would be coming up on your side?
Oh, good Lord, 24 is going to be crazy. First of all, of course, first and foremost is awareness, being able to get out and talk to people and share my views and what I can and can't do to help people. Also, we're trying to get this gym going, intensity fighting. It's going to be in something for the kids. We want to try to get these kids back off the couches and doing push-ups. So getting them back into the gym is huge. Hector Camacho Jr. is one that is doing the same thing, trying to get the kids off the couch, trying to get them to go, and he's wanting to get in there and help us do that. Just along with you, with your dojo, that's what you want to do is teach kids all the things that which is so much. I didn't know you had so much knowledge on fighting when we first met, and it's amazing what you are as a fighter. All the things that all the things that you've learned through the years on your dojos and all your fights and all of your, experience is amazing. So with all of us together, I think it's going to be very impactful. I think it's going to be great, having the awareness family, having Joe Cortez, which is one of the most prolific referees in the world. And he's on a podcast with us as well. All three of us. It's the Joe Cortez Show, the Happy Hour. And it's something that we're trying to get together and do just that, just try to get a family built, get a group together and start making impactful things happen. And in order to do that, I mean, it takes money. You can't just expect one person to do it. So we're going to create a village, and one of the things that we're trying to do right now is get that started. Just a short, quick thing about it is it's $100 a year for the first 100 people. This money will go to getting speakers on there, getting people to help, getting people to call in, talk about issues, talk about problems, getting gyms going. I mean, there's just so much to do that we can do for these kids. So we're going to do something special with me, you, and Joe Cortez. The Happy Hour is going to be an amazing family. It's going to grow fast. It's going to be worldwide because everybody knows Joe Cortez. And it's something that's very, very special to me on what we're getting ready to launch into on all of our shows.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Special shout out to Joe Cortez,
Yes.
brother and friend. He's an amazing, amazing person. And I really believe that the projects that are being employed for this year are going to bring about a lot of positive change. For those of you who have not seen the first two episodes that we've done with Joe, please go and make sure you look at those links and you hear all about that project as well. Make sure you get involved because your involvement can change everything We all have skills, we all have different abilities, but when we bring those together, that's when we create the change that we are seeking. So to all the audience members, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of the Meticulous Moments family. And we look forward to working with you and meeting you. And also shout out to you, Kevin, for everything that you are busy doing. Is there anything that you want to leave the audience with? Any words of wisdom, any special message for 2024?
Well, there's so much more that's going on, like suicides and stuff like that, that we really pay attention to a lot. Shannon the Cannon Rich is big into that, and that's one of the reasons me and him become so good of friends. Is he's anti-bully, and he's into seriously stopping suicides, and it's so hard to do. So the stoppingsuicides.com is something else that I launched into. Hector Camacho Jr., he's doing nothing but the same thing that we are. I'm so proud of both of these guys. They stand up and they actually do it. They're not just talking, they go out and do it, and I'm very proud of both of them to be our friends. So shout out to them and what they're doing, what they're accomplishing on top of what we're going to accomplish in 24. It's going to be big. It's going to be great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The three of them are paying it forward. I'm thinking of Jared telling us that's also on board with Meticulous, our mutual friend. And
Yes.
he does, for instance, Bible studies. And that's also important, to bring the faith back into the community, to help people to pray together again. Then Hector, of course, Hector Camacho Jr., our mutual friend, he's doing many things out there, also promoting the community. So, and then Shannon is also standing out there, paying it forward. So, shout out to those three friends of ours. You are doing so well out there. We are proud to see people standing up. I think the moment we stand up and we give others a voice, that's when the momentum starts to build and the foundation is laid. So I just want to say thank you for being here in this session, and thank you for the journey so far. Looking forward to everything that's going to transpire.
Also, remember, Jared has the call out, which is
Yes.
incredible. Well, so if everybody wants to watch that, hop on there and look at some of his reels on that. It's incredible. Have a blessed day. Thanks for this. Thanks for the opportunity to get out there and talk to everybody about some awareness. And honey, I love you. Have a blessed day today.
Thank you so much, Annie. I love you. Thank you for spending this time with us. And yeah, we're gonna go from strength to strength. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you so much for being on with us. Check out the next session as well. Make sure to like, comment, and share. Goodbye from Meticulous. See you in the next session.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Super excited to be here with you today. The name is David Vrablik, and I am the founder and president of New Beginnings Motivation, and we are super excited to announce that we are teaming up and coming alongside to be a sponsor for Meticulous Moments with Juanita Kapp. This was an absolute joy to be able to come and to be able to be a sponsorship with her, not only because I believe in what she's doing and all the powerful moments that she's providing her community and the fact that she's invited me on her show a couple of times, but I'm also excited because she's a part of the family within the New Beginnings Motivation team. And it was a no-brainer when we had this conversation about teaming up with her. And so it is with an extreme honor that myself personally teaming up with Juanita Kapp. So super excited and much love, sister.
Hi, my name is Jose Escobar, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. We're the #1 fastest growing community and tribe of some of the highest level entrepreneurs all around the country and around the world. We're in 36 states across the U.S., in 11 international countries, and over 240 plus members, growing every single day. And I'm honored, excited, and I'm glad to say that I'm proud to be the official sponsor of the Meticulous Moments podcast with Juanita Kapp. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm excited for this journey.